Come get me.
Come get me.
All right, everybody, I'm all packed up and ready to head out. This is the morning of day 2 and ready to get started. The fire is out. It's good to leave. It's cold. And wow, what a great campsite. We had these benches and just great flat spots over there that we were able to camp at. And the sun is up. It's about 7:45 or so, and I'm ready to head out and just see what the day has in store for me. I've got about, I don't know, 7 or 8 miles. No, I think I have 9 miles left today, and then I'm gonna camp at beach bottoms and then move on for the last 9 miles or so the next day. All right, let's get moving. And with me, I got Mike P behind me, and in front of me is Senior Hiker 77. They're gonna hike out with me, I think a few miles to where Senior Hiker 77's truck is, and then they're gonna head on, and then I'll be on my own for the rest of the day. Heading out of the valley there at the Sparks Creek campsite. That was down in a gap, and now we're gonna head up the mountain. Good little ways. That's why I'm breathing so hard. Should be a nice little hike. I'm glad to be able to hike with Senior Hiker 77 and Mike for the morning at least. It's a nice little climb.
Yeah, quarter mile. Now we go down the Brown Dog where there's water. And then I'm going to show you on your map where your next water is.
Okay.
I think the next water is either park office. If you need water, you have to go buy it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, after that, no water.
There's no water? Oh, after that. Okay, that's good to know.
No, after that. After the park office, no. Dead Pine campsite, 100 yards down is a stream. That's where we get our water.
Yeah,
But after that, there's no more water. But you only got,
Dead Pine Street.
yeah, but you only got two and a half. Once you get to the road, the last mile and a half downhill.
And Beach Bottoms has a stream.
Oh,
Nice, nice stream.
You can take a bath.
I brought some soap, so I may think about it.
It's not that deep, but you can sit down the creek and then scoop it. And
I will. All right, we got to the next sign. Hornets Knob that way, Sparks Creek, that's where we camped last night. And Dowdell's Knob, we got 1.7. Apparently that is the highest point. So looking forward to seeing that. Another trail that comes off of here.
That's a white blaze. You see the blaze on the tree?
Yeah, called the Boot Top Trail.
Yeah, we sometime park there. I'll show you the little parking lot for the boot top.
oh, you can see this one.
Yeah, oh, there it is, okay.
Oh,
So there's the boot top. I don't know what it is, Boot Top Trail. Anyway, there's a little like spur off. There's a Michelle was telling me that there's like, even though this is 23 miles, there's like 45
you double
miles.
it if you're gonna do all the loops.
All the loops and stuff, yeah. So another reflection on turning 50 is when my father came and picked me up in New York. I mentioned I lived in New York for a couple of years. And at some point during a year of that school, I decided I was going to quit. And I called my dad, and he got in his little Chevy S10 truck, little small truck, and he drove from Northwest Alabama all the way up to Manhattan, New York, to see if I wanted to come home. And then when he got there, I changed my mind. And my dad wasn't upset, nothing. He just said, well, if that's what you want to do, then I'm going to go back home. He wasn't upset that he had to travel, anything. And that really was influential on me, that he would do that for me and come all the way up. I think he traveled almost like 24 hours to get up there and turn around and go back because I decided I didn't want to quit. That's another reflection I have of turning 50. All right, we just made a steady climb all the way up this hill. We're trying to get to Dowdell's Knob. We're heading up to the top and we're just about to be there. We've seen the parking lot. Anyway, it's a good little climb up to the top. And we've had fun just kind of climbing, and we've seen a bunch of families coming, little kids with backpacks on. It's been kind of cool. We're about to take a break up here at the parking lot. And I think Senior Hiker has some trail magic for us where his truck is parked. So that will be super cool. I don't know if I've ever really gotten trail magic before, so that's awesome. 23, so I'm at 16 or 15, whatever.
Nice. Not much longer. You're almost there.
Yeah. So I'm here with Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Can you tell us a little bit about your trail?
He needs a bandana.
Oh, he needs a bandana. See, Hiker's got him a bandana.
Well, Sweeps taught me that. She put a bandana on him.
How's it going, buddy? What a great statue. And he's sitting out here. Let me show you what he's looking at. I'll turn
Yeah,
you
your
around.
son now took the trail name of Crow. Glad he got rid of the old Crow. he don't realize how young 50 is. Right, John and Kate?
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm gonna show you. He died here, by the way.
This is where he died?
Well, not this spot. Down Warm Springs, about 3 miles away. The little white house.
Didn't he have some springs or something?
Yeah, Warm Springs. He felt like it did his polio a lot of good. That's his barbecue pit right there.
This is?
Yeah, but they cemented in. Too many people used it.
Ah.
But see, let me find the tower. The tower. Oh, there's your tower right there where you came from.
That's where I started.
That's where you started, over there.
Okay.
And this, I can't see you. I'm gonna pan around. This is what he got to look at.
Oh my goodness, what a view.
Before me. Right,
Senior Hiker is the nicest person ever. I think this is my first trail magic ever. He got me some drinks and some chips for my through hike, so this is incredible. I don't think I've ever gotten trail magic before. This is quite a treat.
The first, huh?
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, ginger ale.
Publix.
Oh goodness, thank you so much.
And that, I didn't know what you like, but also here's one for your night's coffee. So you can have one. You want to? You take all you want, and pick out what you like here.
That is so good. Yeah. I don't think I've
Now,
ever
I got a gallon of water from Costco. So ice cold water if you want to empty out what you got and load up with water before you start. Okay.
Or he can take jugs.
That would be heavy.
Come on, get you one of these. I'm getting the good one. Okay, I'm here with Crow from As the Crow Flies Hiking, and he's doing a through hike on the Pine Mountain Trail. And anytime one of our family members do it, I try to meet with them and give them their
Oh my goodness.
give them their sticker of their through hike. And see, it's got his trail name, Crow.
Awesome.
2020 through hike.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
I'm not going to be with you, so I got to give it to you now.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. And
if you poop out and don't finish, you have to tear him out.
I got to tear them up. I'll tear them up if I don't make it.
Yeah, don't cheat us.
I'm just kidding.
And I may be scared tonight and just keep on going.
Maybe, yeah.
All right, we here.
Okay.
Darnell's Knob. You're gonna hike here all the way over to Mollyhugger Hill right here.
Okay.
And okay. Just right here, this is where Sunset Rock. When you see the rock, turn right. Don't go straight, okay?
Okay. Turn right at the Sunset Rock.
You'll see the little sign, the blue blaze,
Okay.
if you're not careful.
I just left Senior Hiker and Mike P. And it was so much fun getting to camp with them and just have a good time talking and hanging out last night. He brought me trail magic on this little adventure I'm doing, and that was so cool. We met him at his truck where he hiked in from yesterday, and we came up to Dowdell's Knob where the FDR statue is. Now I'm heading back down to the trail, and I will take a right and get back on the trail. And actually, Senior Hiker is going to meet me again in about 3 or 4 miles. He said he had some more trail magic for me. So, and Senior Hiker and Mike, I really appreciate those stickers. Though I'm not through with this little hike yet. This little, I don't know if it's really a through hike, but 23 miles. I mean, it's fun. But I really appreciate those stickers. It's really cool, and I can't wait to put those stickers on something when I get home. All right, I'm back on the trail, and we'll get started. I think about some more reflections as I turn 50. I think about events that occurred in my 50 years. One of the ones that I remember very vividly was when, I think it was the Challenger, the space shuttle, it crashed. Something about that just had my mind. I was sitting in a classroom and heard the news, and we were watching the Challenger go up. And I thought about the families and the people that died in that disaster and how it impacted so many lives. And something about that event really impacted me. Okay, this is supposed to be Elephant Rock. Trying to see if I can picture the elephant. I guess I can see an elephant there. Oh yeah, I can see the snout or nose there, and then the ears, and there's the head there. Elephant's Rock. So I'm exactly where Senior Hiker told me to look out for this little junction here. I think I go left. I'm looking for a blaze. I can't go right because I see a white blaze there. I know that that's not correct. So I think I go that way. We'll see. Another impactful thing related to my 50 years was music. I've always been a big music fan, and it was the 80s where I got to listen to some great rock and I guess hard rock or heavy metal, I don't know. But they were mostly like the glamour bands with the hair bands, I guess you could call them. I didn't know how much I would miss them when they're gone. But they're all gone now, or at least they're old and like me, and they're still doing shows, but it's not quite the same. And so because of that, I got my first guitar sometime right before college, and I've always been not a very good musician. I do enjoy playing music with an acoustic guitar now, not a electric guitar like I used to. Yeah, that's been very impactful on me in the last 50 years. Music. There are so many lizards out here. I mean, lizards every time I turn around. And I've almost gotten used to it, but not quite, because I'll round a corner or I'll make a step and then all of a sudden, boom, just shoots out from the trail or shoots down the leaves. And I think, it's a snake. Not a snake, just a big lizard. I've never seen so many lizards in one place. But it is summer, so I guess they're out and about. Ooh, when I get in this sun, it's super hot. I'm guessing it's 89 or so. Ooh, I'm heading up. Here we go. All right, here's the Whiskey Still campsite. I'm not going that way. I'm heading down that way, the fork in the road. So this is somewhere up there is a Whiskey Still campsite. Well, luckily I only walked about 15 yards. I mean, not even that, 10 yards. And I remember senior hikers saying, go right, don't go left. Because if I would have gone down, I would have gone down even further to a white blaze. I don't want to go down that way. I do want to go up here to the right, not the left. So I just passed this Whiskey Still campsite, and that's where I want to keep going. Yep, I'm glad he told me that, because I had it in my mind, and then it's immediately in 10 yards, I looked and saw a white blaze and knew I was on the wrong trail. Rough climb. Came up about 2 miles in a climb, and it looks like I'm at the Sawtooth Trail Junction, and behind me is 190. I've been down there. Beach Bottom Campsite 1.8. That's where I'm heading tonight. If I don't pass out from the heat, it's well into the 90s. I can tell because my head's starting to spin a little bit. I'm fine. The wind is keeping me nice and cool. I wish I could come to a waterfall and put this headband on something. But it looks like I'm hitting the road right now. Okay, I made it to Molly Hugger parking lot, and senior hiker told me it was a climb, and it was a steady climb all the way up here. And he got another ginger ale, perfect, and some cold water. I tell you, I'm in heaven right now.
I'll get it out.
Awesome. So we decided to stop at the
Three
Little Pigs barbecue. I'm taking a little break from the trail. I've got I just have about 2.5 miles left before I make it to my campsite. So senior hiker and I, he was nice enough to take me down to the barbecue place. We're gonna have some barbecue and his last 2 ginger ales.
Yeah.
And that is some good barbecue right there. Sauce, I got coleslaw, potato chips, good stuff. 3 Little Pigs.
Pine Mountain, Georgia.
Pine Mountain, Georgia, good place.
Been here at least 36 years that I know of.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm back on the trail. I just had an amazing barbecue lunch with a senior hiker. He met me at the Molly Huggins, or Hudgens, I don't know what it is, Huggins trailhead. We got some barbecue, and now I just have 1.8 to my campsite. So I guess I got about an hour or so, and then just kind of hang out. I had this campsite reserved. I probably could just go ahead and finish today. I reserved the campsite, and I'm gonna stay there tonight and then go ahead and finish out tomorrow. I think I've got 9 miles tomorrow. a sign here, but I was told, I don't know if it's a poplar or what, but look how high that goes. Hard to get that on camera, but look at this. It's kind of marshy in there, but it's still alive, but boy, it's pretty much eating out inside. Oh well, I'll keep moving on. As I think about reflections of turning 50, I can't help but think of people who have been kind to me and those people who are not so kind to me. Each have impacted me in different ways. It doesn't really matter at this point. You develop your own sense of who you are at some point, I think. And I feel like I'm comfortable who I am. But I do think of the people that helped me along the way and those people who have not helped because they didn't feel like I was worthy. And that's fine. That's just part of life. You know, I think of coaches and school age that were nice and kind, and then ones that weren't. I think of teachers that were nice and kind, and then those that weren't. And I think of you know, different mentors and people at work that helped me to figure out what I needed to do. And that has impacted me in these 50 so years. And I guess that's true of everybody. You know, people will either impact you positively or negatively as you go through life. As I've gotten older, it just really doesn't seem to matter as much, because I think with experience, you develop a sense of who you are, and that sense of who you are carries on regardless of whether people are positive or negative to you. I don't know. I'm getting pretty deep here in this stupid stuff. I think I need to just stick to the trail. I'm having to really trust the map here because it says that Beach Bottom Campsite is somewhere between mile marker 10 and 9. I passed 10 a while back. And if I see mile marker 9, whoa, almost fell, then I know I'm in trouble. And I'm up on top of a ridge. And so if I'm heading down and I have to go back up the ridge and down, that's not good. Oh, the perils of hiking alone. Hopefully the sign will be here in a minute. All right, made it to Beach Bottom's campsite. Let's see what we got. Kind of give you a look around. Down there is the bridge that you get across. There's the campfire, and then there's another campfire down there. That's B. I'm in A. Then there's a nice stream down here. The only problem is there's not a lot of flat spots, and where there is flat spots, there's roots and rocks everywhere. So I'm gonna have to kind of figure that out. And then down at the end of the B, there's a sign. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a yellow sign, and it says that that's the park boundary. So that's private property beyond there. I almost had a catastrophe. I was moving my tent site around several places to find something that was flat, and I couldn't find anything that was flat. And when I was moving my camera around with it. And then for about 5 minutes, it's real shady here. I couldn't find where I put my camera. Finally, I turned around and there it was behind a tree. That was almost a rookie mistake because I should put everything down at once and keep it all together. I'm all set up for the night. I got the duplex. I've got a Aircore Ultra. That's a big Agnes pad. It's not insulated because it's not getting down to maybe 68 tonight, something like that. So shouldn't be a problem. My sleeping bag is a Bed Bath & Beyond down blanket that I've sewn the foot box together to make it a foot box instead of a blanket. Got everything all set up. My food, my pack's over here, and then I've been gathering firewood over there, getting my campfire ready to go when it gets dark. It's still very warm out here. I don't know, I may jump in the creek here in a minute because the water looks very inviting. Anyway, big nice campsite. Not a lot of flat ground and a lot of roots and rocks over here, but you do have water access and a little bridge that takes you back to the trail. I'm here by myself, so I'm sure any sound I hear tonight will be intensified times 10. All right, it's about 7:30 and just been hanging out in the tent. I've been editing videos, but I have no signal here. It's starting to get dark. I got my food bag hung up. I've already cooked dinner. Then I'm gonna get up real early tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get out of here quick. I second guessed myself. I probably should have just gone on and foregone this campsite tonight and just did the last 9 miles today. Could have done that, but then I decided I'll just stop. I guess I'll call it a night. Just kind of hang out, hopefully get some sleep, though I don't usually get much sleep, when I'm by myself. And then get up early in the morning, first sign of light, hike the last 9.5 miles pretty quickly, then head home. I got about a 2.5 hour drive home. I'll call it a trip, hopefully. Hopefully I'll get all the 23 miles in, finishing up tomorrow. All right, well, thank y'all for sticking with me on this video. This is part 2, I think, of the Pine Mountain Trail. And then I should have a part 3, which will be tomorrow, but it should be a shorter video. All right, I'll check with y'all tomorrow.